Mr. Chandler, I'm Roy Murphy, FBI. This is my partner, Thomas Gates. We'd like to ask you a few questions about...
Am I under arrest or something?
Not exactly. You see, we're conducting an investigation, and we could use your help.
The man on the left. Do you recognize him?
Yes, I do. He was a professor at the University of Washington. I was a student of his.
Are you aware that he's no longer teaching at the university?
I am?
Do you know why?
I knew it. That's what this is about, isn't it?
So, you were aware that he was
a communist? Yeah, I know that's what the press said. And I know that's what the school said after they fired him.
What do you think, Mr. Chandler?
He wasn't some left-wing nut job. And he wasn't some fanatic you read in the papers. He was normal.
Normal?
Yeah, like a normal neighbor. What's the point of this anyways? You already believe he's a communist. Why ask me?
Let's get to the point then. Would you say that his lectures left a deeper impression on you than other professors? Or that after taking his class you saw the world in a different light than your classmates?
You think I've been brainwashed?
Excuse me?
You think I've been brainwashed, haven't you?
That's not what I asked.
No, it's what you implied. Tell me the truth. Is this investigation about me or the professor?
That has yet to be determined.
Determined? Determined for what?
How involved you are in the Communist Party.
So let me guess. Just because you think that the professor might have been a communist, that I am one too? So what? He just brainwashed all of his students to become mindless drones of the Soviet Union? You guys are serious?
Mr. Chandler, sometimes fact is stranger than fiction. The gun. Can you think of any particular reason that a journalist would need a fully automatic weapon? Well, I can only think of two. Either you've made some very powerful enemies, or you're planning to pick a very strong fight. What are you planning, Mr. Chandler?
Planning? Nothing. What? Just because I own a gun means I'm an anarchist?
Alright, I admit, it's a bit of a stretch. I mean, after all, I know lots of people who own a Thompson submachine gun. But still, bit of a stretch. So would you care to explain these books? Let's see, we have economics, biography, fascinating. Oh, and my favorite, we have Karl Marx's interpretation of history. Fascinating read, wouldn't you say?
I don't see how owning a few books makes me a communist.
It doesn't. But in your case, we also found this. That article on the bottom. You're the author.
Yes.
Well, I don't have to tell you what it's about. I mean, you wrote it.
But do you know what it's about?
That's not important. What's important is that it's dripping with communist propaganda. I mean, considering your background, who you know, what items you have in your possession, it's irrefutable evidence that you're a member of the Communist Party, or at least a distributor of their propaganda.
Sorry, Roy, the captain's on the horn. He wants to talk to you.
That's all right. I think I'm done here anyways. You keep going, Tom.
Remind me again, your name is Mr.
Gates.
Mr. Gates. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The article I wrote, did you read it? So what did you think about it?
It certainly seems to be sympathetic to the communist cause. The call to arms statement at the end is interesting.
Call to arms?
Well, quoting it directly, The people of this nation need to shrug off their old ways and old beliefs. We must become a better generation than our forefathers were. If we wish to bring lasting peace to the world, we must look past our differences and unite together as one body. Perhaps then, as one heart and one mind, may we create a nation that truly has equal liberty and justice and privileges for all. I don't think Karl Marx could have said it better himself.
You're taking it completely out of context. That's not even what I was writing about. You're missing the point.
Okay, fair enough. You tell me what this is about.
It's about a man named Samuel Morris. Sam is a very ambitious person, very bright. The first person in his family to graduate from college. But he's also very patriotic. Big war comes out, he doesn't hesitate to enlist. He went to war, lost his arm, came home a hero. When he came back, he came to look for work. As a man that was a veteran, a war hero, it'd be easy to find work, right? But Sam had one problem. He's black. When I said that we need to shrug off our old ways and our old beliefs, I wasn't talking about capitalism and communism. I was saying that we need to let go of our old superstitions and our old beliefs, that just because a person might be this way, regardless if it's the color of their skin or their beliefs, that defines them. I believe to become one body, not as a collective, but as a brotherhood, that we need to let go of these prejudices. This country can become great. I just don't think we're there yet. I just hope that somewhere out there, I've inspired somebody to become a better man than I have. Mr. Gates, let me just ask you one more question. Am I being arrested today?
Well, yeah. I don't know if there's anything that I can do for you today. But I promise that when this is all over, I'll find a way.
Mr. Chandler!
Who are your accomplices?
Do you have any comments? Mr. Chandler!
How involved are you in the Communist
When did
Party?
you get your
Why are you being arrested?
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Representative Mr. Chandler on suspicion of communism and all sorts of other.
I think now you can make a difference.